Back in 2020, I was trying to reinvent the channel since I had multiple ideas, but didn't know how to basically contrast them like I do now, kind of making every idea basically work because there's so many things that I like. So back in 2020, I tried to reinvent myself by doing a series called Notaku, which I based off of one of my also influencers, net to Noah Antweiler and Lewis Lovehug, is Bennett the Sage or Bennett White. Notaku was a series where I would just note out about, um, any anime series that I own in my collection. There's a few episodes that I'm not really happy with. Some of them, yes, others of them, no. And in particular, I wasn't very happy by how one video of mine turned out, so we're going back and revisiting it. There's a few that we're going to revisit, not all at the same time, maybe one or two here and then, one or two here. But this is one that I really wanted to go back and revisit because I really, really do like this anime movie, and I bought it a long time ago, actually, back in 2019, I think. So it deserves a revisit. So why don't we go back and revisit My Hero Academia and the Tale of Two Heroes? Greetings, geeks and nerds, and ladies universe, I'm White Nerdy, and yes, we're checking out My Hero Academia 2 Heroes, so if nobody has seen that series yet, or movie yet, or even heard about the series, just be forewarned spoilers. So please go and watch My Hero Academia 2 Heroes before you check out the rest of this review, otherwise just be forewarned that there might be some spoilers that you might want to avoid within this review. My Hero Academia, or MHA, has been a successful long-running manga series since, I believe, 2017 or 2018, which recently came to an end with a new series that's been revamped, My Hero Academia Vigilante. Now, it's kind of funny to think about, like, that's just what happened back then, but for most people that don't know, it's a manga series created by Kohei Horikoshi back in, I believe, either 2017 or 2018, and it recently came to an end earlier this year or last year, so it had a pretty good run. Horikoshi was kind of ahead of himself when he said, I'm going to beat Ashura Oda, and then Oda kept doing One Piece, and more One Piece, and more One Piece, and more One Piece, and then Horikoshi said, I'm out, dude. Just, I'm out. I got nothing, man. But My Hero Academia 2 Heroes came out in 2019, as far as I am concerned, that it did, and it was a successful take upon this. And on the back here it says exactly what fans want: a high energy blend of heroism, comedy, friendship, and take no prisoner battles. And it absolutely is. But of course, when I reviewed it way back then, I was kind of skeptical about it. But going back and rewatching it a few times, yeah, it's a really damn good anime movie. How good? Well, let's strap on our superhero costumes, get our superhero names, and fight for justice, truth, and not the American way, that's the other guy. So anyways, let's dive into My Hero Academia 2 Heroes and see what exactly is the tale of two heroes. I love that when the series begins, or movie begins, it begins with All Might back in his teenage years all of a sudden on a path to becoming a hero. Not only that, we get an old school or Silver Age kind of story where we get to see one of All Might's basically first original costumes, which is a nice take, and also know that he had a sidekick. All Might is taking his protege, Deku, to the Eye Expo where he can basically meet his old sidekick and also get to know how other superheroes basically work in the world. This film also really captures how much that Deku looks up to All Might and what All Might means to him, and that is awesome. And then Deku meets his love interest for the movie, a young lady of All Might's old friend, Professor David, named Melissa, and Deku has eyes for her.
Oh boy.
I mean, in the series, Deku has a thing for Urahara. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't caught up on the recent manga run yet, but he kind of did have eyes for Urahara. And then this movie comes in and says, no, 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 no. Here is a busty, blonde, blue-eyed beauty to steal his heart. They have, and again, this is Japan, but they have all basically three tropes of a blonde woman, basically. Blonde hair, busty, and had blue eyes. This is basically what men think about when they think about the true blonde in most regards. And it's kind of funny to me that that was basically the intention. And also, this movie had one of the coolest Easter eggs ever. And also, was this Horikoshi's plan? I don't know, because Horikoshi is a big comic book fan. He even said so because a lot of his superheroes and his manga are based off of superheroes from Marvel and DC history. But then he does this.
I think I just peed a little.
Oh yeah, you saw that. A Godzilla Easter egg in an anime adaptation. Horikoshi just made a Deadpool reference and said, "Get your special socks out, nerds, because you're going to need it when you notice it." I smiled so big when I saw that. And the funny thing is when they referenced that, oh, he's in America shooting a movie during the time Godzilla King of the Monsters was in development and was in production. So very, very nice little Easter egg on that. Now, while I do have to say I love this movie, I do, there is one teensy tiny little thing that I cannot stand with it, and that is the underdeveloped villain. Now, in superhero movies, the villain's past has to be different from the hero's past. Always is the case, including in comic books, and manga is exceptional to this. Or included in this, I'm sorry. But with this villain compared to every other villain that we've seen in MHA, these ones, or this one in particular, just comes in, steals the device from Professor David, kidnaps the superheroes to try to steal their powers, and this is all in some great big epic attempt to make himself the world's basically greatest supervillain. So, yeah.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's almost like the movie was just about being finished being written, and then all of a sudden somebody remembered, wait, we need a villain for this movie, quick, write him in! He's a very goofy villain with an extremely goofy plan, and nothing of sort is even lost upon this. But even still, in saying that, and in spite of that, the movie doesn't miss a beat. It keeps up doing what it's known to do and what it's best at, and just keep the beat and flow going. And the final battle is so amazingly epic that it will make you forget about the villain, his ridiculous plan, and how ridiculous he looks. And it will have you smiling from ear to ear and knowing what the true power of a superhero is. It's not his powers, but the people behind him. And in this final moment, in this final battle, that's when All Might and Deku realize how much that they need each other, and how much that the two of them look upon each other when they need it the most. My Hero Academia 2 Heroes is amazing in its own right. Now, a lot of people have been talking about how much that the Superman movie basically has people looking back up upon superheroes, looking back up to them, and seeing just how amazing the superheroes can be and what they can represent for us as people. And this is specifically true with My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. It will remind you why you should look up in the sky and smile at those heroes flying over. And also the important message of Deku and All Might, basically two sides of the same coin that both look up to one another. That is amazing. And the only relationship I can see it coming close to is very similar to Superman with his own son Jonathan. And how Superman looked up to John and John looked up to Superman. It's almost very iconic. So my Funko Pop rating of My Hero Academia 2 Heroes, it's an amazing movie. It may look a little bit different here and there to some people. Some people might even overlook it completely. But in despite of how it looks, you still should check it out because it is an amazing hidden gem in the anime world, and I hope that I enticed you to go and check it out. So my Funko Pop rating, in saying that, is going to get a Megazord because it may look out of place, it may look familiar, but at the same time, there is something just a little bit different hidden underneath its tough exterior. So my Funko Pop rating of My Hero Academia 2 Heroes is going to get a Megazord.
最高のヒーローに。
Oh, I can already feel all the otaku fanboys and fangirls yelling at me right now about using the Japanese dub instead of the English. Oh, and it feels good. No offense, but sometimes the Japanese dub sounds better than the English in most regards. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Raging Nivo, Type Nerdy Keep Eking On, and I will pin the cringeworthy video in the comment down below. My original review of this that you can go back and watch if you want to. Be forewarned, it's cringeworthy, except for my girlfriend might say that it's cute-worthy, but it's cringeworthy. Very, very cringeworthy. But yeah, I'm glad that I went back and basically re-reviewed this and said that it was good, and it is. And it's also still one of the best anime that I've seen, so it will go on my list. Especially with some others that I haven't put on a best of list that I have and have not basically gone back and reviewed yet. So yeah, like I said, slowly, not all at once. We're gonna do it slowly. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you thought about My Hero Academia 2 Heroes if you have seen it yet. And also, are you excited for My Hero Academia Vigilantes? Let me know in the comments down below. And who is your favorite hero? Let me know that in the comments down below as well. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Raging Nivo, Type Nerdy Keep Eking On. More Notaku revamps are on the way. But be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified every single time I make an upload, and also follow me at Twitter with the link in the description down below. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Raging Nivo, Type Nerdy Keep Eking On, and until next time, guys, and as always, take care.